Meanwhile, over in the United States of America, U.S. President Joe Biden slams anti-Israel protests at the American universities. He says such blatant anti-Semitism is reprehensible and dangerous. The following statement comes amid continued pro-Palestine stir at Columbia University, where the crisis triggered a rabbi to urge Jewish students to stay home until the tense environment at the Ivy League school subsides. Now, even though Biden did not mention Columbia University in his statement, he still stressed that anti-Semitism has absolutely no place on college campuses or anywhere in our country. College campuses across the U.S. have been rocked by demonstrations for months. And the Columbia University crisis escalated recently after university officials testified before the U.S. Congress about anti-Semitism on campus. Now, the Columbia University has also called off in-person classes. On Friday last week, the varsity's president authorized the New York Police Department to raid an encampment of pro-Palestinian protesters, which led to the arrest of 108 protesters. The protests at the Columbia University aren't just a one-off incident. They have also spread to Yale in Connecticut and the New York University in Manhattan. Demonstrators blocked tariff around Yale's campus in New Haven, demanding the school divest from military weapons manufacturers. And authorities arrested more than 45 protesters. In New York, officers move on the NYU crowd after dusk as demonstrators for hours defied university warnings of facing consequences if they failed to vacate the plaza where they had gathered. Some demonstrators also had a tussle with the officers. Since the 7th of October attacks, American universities have become a hotbed for such protests. Presidents of multiple universities are being questioned by the Republican majority House over reported rises in anti-Semitism on college campuses, with Harvard and the University of Pennsylvania's presidents later resigning. Last week, the University of South California faced protests after the university cancelled the valedictorian speech of a Muslim student who had posted on social media in support of Palestine. Then in Northern California, tensions remain high at the University of California, Berkeley, after a pro-Palestinian students criticized Israel at a dinner hosted by Berkeley's law school dean. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.